70-30. And I'll pay the second the job's done. I think that's fair. I'm Lucy, okay? We gotta change our plans. You're back to 20.
Time to unbox a character I didn't expect to receive really, but I do like her design. And that is Lucy from the anime adaptation of the game with a similar title, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, made by ABsinthe Studio. Sorry if I mispronounced their name, I really don't know how to say it. Just want to say as well, love the color they did for the box and how it's packaged. The foam was pretty difficult to take out since it felt airtight. The statue does have the option to be bought with an exchangeable nude body version as well. Here's the first, smaller base, which is supposed to be displayed with the nude body, like the softness on the bottom. Here's the second base, which is larger and for the main body. The underneath is pretty cool with an artwork of Lucy, and it's machine-like in nature, reference to the technological advancements of their world. The next piece is one of the smallest pieces I've seen for a statue and or figure. I thought it was a cigarette at first glance since Lucy smokes, but it's a chip she steals during her first encounter with David. Next is the backdrop for the base. This is where the LED runs through. I like the blue coloring and the title for the show on it. And now for the main body itself. And while Lucy wasn't my favorites in the show, I do like her design and I think this turned out amazing. Love the coloring, the pose is simple, and the character style of clothing is pretty cool. This is where the chip will be placed. Next is the heads, which did come with two, one for the main body and one for the other nude body, but the expression is the same. Here's all the pieces it came in with. Putting the statue into the base is pretty easy, only one of the feet needs to be connected. The same goes for the headpiece, which is connected by magnets. But this is where I had some trouble with the statue, because the backdrop couldn't fully enter in its designated spot. It seemed the studio didn't mold the piece properly, and after struggling for a few minutes, I decided to leave it slanted since there isn't much I can really do. I could try sanding it down, but I don't want to mess with the statue even further, and I left it as it is. And finally, to put in the chip, which I also slightly struggled, mostly because the gloves got in the way when handling the small piece. The statue, without the base, is roughly 11 inches.
But with the base, it's 12.5 inches.
And now to show off the figure. Now I do want to say the figure is amazing, and I think the studio did a great job. Also, I never played the game itself, but I did enjoy the anime. However, not enough to buy a figure from it. The only reason I have this figure is because the store I bought it from sent me the wrong figure entirely. I've mentioned in the previous video, I bought from this certain store only twice. They messed up my Luffy one, and now they simply sent me the wrong figure, which did leave me disappointed. Again. I'm gonna try to keep this short, but I did contact the store about my situation and hope to fix this somehow. However, anyone who collects resin statues knows how these stores can be, or any online stores really. They aren't great at customer service, in my opinion. The store responded and asked for the numbers on the box it came in to verify the contents, I guess, but after waiting for about a month and a half from any response, I decided it wasn't worth trying to reach out anymore and decided to keep the figure, since at least it's a character from a show I recognize. However, I'll also add that I knew the outcome of my situation even before contacting the store, so I immediately bought the original figure I wanted from another store as soon as I got the wrong statue delivered. Because once a resin statue is gone, it's very unlikely to ever get a re-release. And the aftermarket prices can be insane even if I do find a statue I wanted. So just a small warning to those who want to collect resin statues, there is a chance the statue can come in broken, be lost during transit, or just be sent an entirely different statue. And not much can be done, unless the store is really cooperative, of course. But enough of that tangent. At least the figure is amazing. Also love Lucy's hairstyle and color. Now this figure does come with LED lights, which needs to be connected to an outlet. Love the blue coloring coming from the base itself, and the lights from the backdrop does give off the cyberpunk charm to me. Now this Lucy figure, including the naked body, from what I've seen, can cost around 310 USD and over, depending on where you buy it, and that's without shipping. But because I was sent the wrong figure, the original statue that I paid for was 263 USD, and that was with shipping included. So at least that's kind of a bright side to my situation, I suppose, since I got this figure cheaper than what it's supposed to be. The whole cyberpunk aesthetic has never really appealed to me before, but I got a new appreciation of it after watching the anime and really enjoyed the story. Lucy was pretty enjoyable at the start of the show, but became more of a side character during the second half, trying to protect some data that she corrupted. And it's kind of sad how her story kind of ended. But back to the statue itself, the LED lighting is probably my favorite part of the statue. Didn't even think this would be a feature. And even though it's not the figure that I originally wanted, at least it turned out great. That is pretty much for this video. As I mentioned before, the studio did an amazing job. And I did pre-order another statue from the studio, so at least I got a taste of what they can do before that statue is released. The store that I bought this from is well renowned by others, but because they messed up my only 2 orders I ordered from them, I won't be buying from them again, unfortunately. Now I have a new fear of being sent wrong statues whenever anything is delivered. Broken pieces and fractures I can deal with, but not this. With all that said and done, thank you for watching and hope you didn't mind my small tangents. See ya.